Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 6, playing as Russia. We are one turn away from our second heroic age of this game, which is pretty awesome. And we're also at war with a couple people, so hopefully nothing crazy happens. We do have our city up here that is probably the closest to, India and anything that they could do. Although she does have, he has a couple ships over here that could potentially sneak down here to Moscow, but at least Moscow has walls. We may need to get walls on all of our border cities just to protect them, especially the coastal ones, to make sure that they are, kind of covered. I'd also still like to get one more city down here and get that going. I think we've lost our spot over here because of Aden over here. If I remember right, there's not much else. Yeah, there's no other spots. So we can still stick one down here with the truffles. Technically, we could find a way to put two over here. We could actually put one here with an aqueduct that can hit that river to keep it, in a happy growth spot. And then still have spot for one actually right here to be able to get the truffles and the crabs and things. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Technically there's a spot over here as well. Not the most amazing spot, but it would be able to get some whales, which would be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. We're at least going to put one down here somewhere. We might be able to find a way to squeeze into. But I think that is going to have to wait for a little bit longer because we have a few things to build before then. Let's go ahead and hit next turn and get this heroic age started. One problem is that he might be going after Buenos Aires over here because it's right next to his borders. So we may lose our awesome city-state that we've got that's doing a lot of good amenities for us right now. Make dedication. Heroic dedication. Okay, so reform the coinage for sure. Heartbeat of the steam, I believe, for sure as well. Yeah, campus districts provide, or science adjacent provides production as well. That's really good. And then it's a matter of these other two. So we got plus three starting population for cities settled on a different continent than your first city. That might be a little hard to come by. Plus 2 movement for naval embarked units. Plus 2 loyalty per turn for cities not on your original capital's continent. Yeah, maybe. And then unlock a special CB which gives you 75% less warmonger penalty. It can be used immediately after announcing the target. Plus 50% production towards military units. That one probably a little bit better because of the plus 50% production towards military units. But we don't have enough vision right now to really see what else is out there. Like if there's another spot that we could put a city on another continent, I don't know. I doubt it, to be perfectly honest. And all of this over here is all in one continent, correct? There's no like second continent. Actually, this line right here, there is a second continent over here, but there's not going to be anywhere to put cities over here. I mean, I guess technically up there, but why would we do that? I doubt that would be a place we want to be, but let's check something real quick. It's technically another continent, so in theory we could drop right on top of this marble. I don't know if that's smart or not. It would give us access to pearls, crabs, and basically nothing else. There'd be no way to put any districts or anything, so I can't imagine there'd be any benefit of that city whatsoever. So I think we are not going to take that particular thing. I just don't think this gives us any benefit whatsoever. The plus 50% production towards military units could come in handy. So we'll go ahead and grab these three, and I think that's going to be great. Tribal village. I don't know if there's any way for us to get our galley back, but I would love to try. So that way we can turn it into a caravel here momentarily. Alrighty. Speaking of caravel, there is one caravel there. Don't know that I need it over here right this second. This guy's taking a little bit of damage, so we're gonna. I say that I'd rather probably. I'm gonna do a little bit of exploration over here, but I'm gonna keep it relatively close just in case we do need it. All right, 9 turns on the walls. Those could not come soon enough at this point. Do have a couple crossbowmen. We got one there now, and we got another one heading up that direction. But that is that. Now we got to really plan out what we want to do for the next era as well. So we just got a heroic age for industrial era. So do we want to go Dark Age and then Heroic Age for Atomic? And then maybe finish off with a Golden Age? Try to do something like that. We can try and get another Dark Age here in the Modern Era. Would be a bit rough, but might not be a bad way to go. So yeah, we may try and avoid getting as many points as we can right now, which is not a lot of points to get right this second. The only other thing that I would love to get some points would be the Cossacks. So avoiding building a Cossack for an entire era sounds painful, but not impossible to do. We could hold off and do that once we get into the Dark Age of the Modern Era and go ahead and get those points pretty quickly. So it's an option, as well as flight once we get into the Modern Era, things like that. So if we want to go for a Dark Age, I think we do have some options for getting a lot of points once we get there to get a Heroic Age towards the end. Honestly, the best thing to do, though, might be to, you know, whatever age this one, that doesn't really matter, honestly, in some sense. Dark Age, the Atomic Age, and then Heroic Age, the Information Era, if we can. But that would be pretty tough to do, I think. Because if we can hold this on for the last part of the game, that would be pretty ridiculous. We'll see. We'll see how it trends. If we get close to getting out of a Dark Age, I'm probably not going to stress it too much. You want to do a fair trade? I think that's okay. You have a lot of cotton. You want to do a trade plus give me some money. I'm okay with that as well. Some nice sugar. Sugar to go with our tea. Who doesn't like sweet tea? Come on now. Alright, we are boosted or ready to boost on the exploration, which we should be able to get a second caravel relatively quickly. Humanism. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten a great artist yet. We are next. Not super far away. So I think we'll be able to get that soon enough that we'll be able to get that bonus. A couple alliances expired. We'll probably want to get those back. These are our closest friends. You were in an economic alliance. I'm okay with that. Especially if you're going to give me some more money as well. And then you... research. Yep, that'll work. Like I said, we're going to kind of just poke our head a little bit just to see what's going on, and then we'll probably send you back home without... I don't want to explore too much and get you too far away from home in case we need you. Although, again, we do have walls here, so I feel a little bit safer with that. Hello, Mr. Scout. There's a lot of this map that I have not explored yet. But at least we've met everybody now. India has a lot of Vari right now, which, you know, that's his thing. Definitely going to be a tough thing to go against. What do we want you to do? Trader would be nice. Workshop would be useful. Obviously, banks are useful. All the things are useful. We'll start working on the workshop. Try to get some production out of this city. You just finished your water mill. Shipyard would get us some more production, which would be nice. Although another district would be good as well. Probably don't need the industrial zone as much. I mean, it's still good, don't get me wrong. But we're at least going to get a factory from that city, so... Go theater district. Go lava. Lava actually would probably be best. In fact, right there. Alright, envoys. We're still at 11 here. What is... Who's next? 9. So we got a little bit of a cushion, not much. So we can start sitting after some of these other guys. Of course, everybody else is pretty much at war with us right now. Plus 4 gold in every marketplace. Shrines. I'd like to get Lisbon up. Getting all that extra gold would be nice once we get them to be happy with us again. One turn for walls over here.
It's not the towering sails.
Square rigging, it gets us frigates at least if we want to. More housing. Over there, that makes sense. Sources gained. Perfect. Alright, tech tree. Obviously we've already got the boost for metal casting, which is nice. We don't actually have the boost for printing yet, huh? Let's go ahead and start working on a gunpowder. Although I don't know that we're going to get an armory anytime soon. Let us... You need housing pretty badly. Don't really have any good ways to get housing right now. Let's go ahead and work on the faith, though. Get that out of the way. We might buy the temple once that gets done. Oh, hello, Quadream. About to kill us, probably. Alright, you are ready to go for something. Let's get us a little bit of chunk of gold. Try and get you a promotion at least. Should be able to get this next Great Rider soon, which is good. Alright, there's a crossbowman. We're going to put you on alert just to help cover the city until it gets its walls. Sure, we'll take your embassy. Why not? I know it gets you some diplomatic visibility, but hey, you're our friend, so let's go with that. Who's... really? Oh, I thought we lost them, but no. They must have flip-flopped or something like that. Alright, trader completed. Would be good. I mean, we obviously need another trader. 5 production from the shipyard would be pretty significant. Almost to the point of actually buying that. You know, why don't we start working on the university, and then we may buy the shipyard with gold here next turn. We're making enough gold for that to be worthwhile, I think. Alright, trader. What do we want you to do? I mean, production everywhere is mostly okay. So I think we can focus on gold at this point. Get a little bit of production from that as well. Cairo actually is pretty good. 21 gold. 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Although I think this was still better. 25 gold is just too much to pass up. Alright, I do like the fact that these trade routes are internal, not going on the ocean. I think in Gathering Storm they're going to make it where ocean-based trade routes are a little bit more lucrative. But for now, these internal ones are fine and a little bit safer, I think. Oh, that's a really nice trade route. 29 gold. Wow. Yeah, let's go with that. You know, I'm just going to put you on Automated Explorer. I don't think we're going to need you after all. We'll just let you run around and do your thing. About to get this galley back home, hopefully. Be able to upgrade you. 1 turn on another crossbowman. Everything else looks okay for the moment. The trade route drops us down to 12 turns. I expect him to come soon, to be honest. Surprised he hasn't showed up yet. Did I accidentally click on you? I must have. I don't know why you're talking to me. Choose production. There's a crossbowman. We can go ahead and get an encampment if we wanted to. Try and lock out an armory. I mean, I think getting an encampment somewhere is probably not the worst idea. Just having at least one running around. I say running around. I mean, it's not obviously running around, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I mean, over here is probably mostly okay. Don't know if there's any specific place that's better than the other. Why not? Let's knock out an encampment district. Just to have one that we can say. I want to move you over here to Moscow. Free up that swordman. About to get our intelligence agency. That's going to be pretty nice to have. Oh, I meant to buy that shipyard. Oh, he took that. I should have bought that up. Oh, well. Anything I do want to buy around here? Not specifically. I mean, the woods would be okay, but I'm not too worried about that if he takes them. Anything over here? Not really. I think we're okay. All right. Let's go ahead and buy the shipyard now that I'm thinking about it. Because I think that's going to help quite a bit. Shaves a couple turns off of the university, which is very nice. We're going to go ahead and... We'll go ahead and purchase the temple here. So that we can immediately grab the synagogue. Alright, that's good. Got a couple things we can pick up. 3 government promotions would be pretty awesome. All your cities on your non-home continent. So that's rough. We don't have any of those, right? Unless you're off our non-home continent. I actually don't remember. Barely on our continent. But yeah, so... We wouldn't get that part of the benefit, but we would get 3 governor promotions if we went with the Casa. Plus 4 faith, plus 3 great merchant points. I mean, it's not bad just in general, but we are missing one big part of this if we were to go that route. You know, let's go ahead and knock out a trader. Get that out of the way. Do have 2 governor titles available. We were holding on to 1 just in case we needed Victor upgraded, which does not seem to be the case. Aquaculture could be nice for like this city and some of these cities down here. Pass Liang around and kind of get her to hook everything up. Could be useful. Actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I don't usually go with that too often, but I think it'll be really good to have. So we'll at least promote one thing with that. Production towards the districts is also kind of nice. Working our way down to the city park is pretty cool too. Let's go ahead and grab this. And I'm going to reassign you to Moscow, because I'm going to start with Moscow, I think. Moscow's actually at 10, though. Maybe Tver would be better. We'll sign you down there. We'll get you a builder. We'll get everything we possibly can hooked up. And kind of go from there. Alright, spy. A second spy. Well, I mean, still spying on India seems pretty good. We can also go after Sparta here. See if they've got any great works or anything. Yeah, why not? Let's go to Sparta. Yep, Don Quixote there. See if we can work our way up to that. Alright, gunpowder is ready. Let's go ahead and start working on siege tactics now. Got a few other options that we can work on as well that are not quite boosted yet, but should be boosted soon-ish. How soon are we, or how close are we on the great artist? We're actually not next in line. Greece is getting a lot of points right now. We could save up some money, we could save up some faith. At least we're going to get the next writer. But also the more, what am I trying to say? The more lavers and things like that we get, the more points we'll get. So we'll get our way back up there. 3 turns on the walls, and then I'll feel quite a bit safer. Probably not safe to go that direction, buddy. Not that Preslov's any better. No, we're at war with Preslov, too. Are any of you... can we piece you out? Can I make peace? Can I make peace? I'm not sure. Let's see who's choosing. Gorgo on all of these. And Gandhi. Man, Gorgo's really getting the city-states. I guess that's the Greece thing to do. Alright. Nothing really to swap off of here. We got not much left to go before we can get this guy close enough to be able to upgrade you. We'll let it go one more turn on humanism and go from there. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel this for a second. I don't remember if we can promote in our allies' territory or not. Not promote, upgrade is what I'm trying to say. Alright, whatever. That scout was kind of a liability at some point anyway. Costing us probably a gold per turn for nothing. Wasn't really getting much use out of it. Alright, let's move you up to here. And we can. Okay, cool. So that will give us our second galley, which opens up exploration. Also give us a government. Let's check that here one moment. See... Oh, we need humanism. That was an intech. So we still need the artist. Which we're just not going to get in time. That's alright. We'll hard research that one. It's a shame, because I know we will get a great artist, but it is what it is. And let's check out the government. Right now we're working on monarchy with more influence points, which are we really going to be able to compete with Greece? And then housing from level of walls, which is nice. But I think getting a little more gold, production towards districts, I think this is just a better all-around fit for us. Alright, so we got that. We got those two. I think those are fine. Actually, no, we don't need that right now. We got the first buyout that we needed. I'm pretty happy with that. Gold from our city-state envoys, that's about, what, 12, 13 gold, something like that right now. Housing and amenities would be useful. More points per turn could come in handy, depending on which one we go with. Commercial hub adjacency is always good. Faster growth for cities not on your capital's continent, which is not the case. Holy site adjacencies could be useful. Gold from trade routes, you know, that's quite a bit of gold actually right there. About what? About to be 14 gold per turn, not too bad. This one actually mightn't be too bad either. Get quite a bit of extra faith. You know, let's try this one out. Well, it's 72.3. We'll see what it comes to in a moment. And as the last one, probably harbor or commercial hub adjacency, something like that, or just the gold from trade routes. But I've got to imagine these are better. Like, it's got to be more gold from these. Could also get monarchic legacy to get the +1 housing per level of walls. But now let's go with harbor adjacency. I think we've got a little bit more out of that in the commercial hubs. We've got some pretty good harbors. So we're at 72 and 250. Let's see what that gets us up to now. Pretty big jump in the faith. About a 20, almost 25 point jump. And about 16 gold, which is still more than the 14 gold we were getting from the 2 gold per trade route, or the suzerain thing. So, or not suzerain, the city-state envoys. So yeah, it worked out, I guess. Everything else looks okay. A lot of production here, though. Oh, it's because the shipyard is now doubled. Right. Now that, in that case, that was definitely well worth it because of the production, if as much as anything. I mean, the gold is obviously great, but the production is a pretty big deal. All right, you know what? We're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. I think that was a pretty good choice of things, and I'm pretty happy with switching to goodness, I can't. Merchant Republic. I don't know why I'm saying monarchy. Merchant Republic. I think that'll be very handy. Anyway, I'm going to go to put a cut in there. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.